Hello, class. I'm Professor Danielle Visone. Welcome to Loss and Bereavement, Death and Dying. I'm thrilled to have you here. We are going to be learning a lot this semester. This is an online course, so it is a little bit different as it would be in person. So there's a lot of responsibilities for you as the student, and I just wanted to introduce myself and go over a few things with you. First and foremost, this is the textbook. I have the 10th edition, but the 8th or the 9th edition will work as well. Just be careful with the titles of the texts. So as I am putting the information onto Canvas, just make sure you look at the chapters on your edition versus mine to make sure that you're reading the right chapter. I want you to be on track with me, so if your chapters are out of order, that's okay. Just make sure you read the right one. All right. The syllabus is up on Canvas. Look at it, read it, memorize it. This is very important. This has all of your information, all of your assignments, everything that's due in my course and when. I want to go over a few things. So the undergrad students, you have 3 assignments that are due periodically throughout the semester. Grad students, you also have those same assignments with the exception of week 13 during Children's Grief Awareness Week. Children's Grief Awareness Month. I gave you an extra assignment, but it should be fun, and it is about watching a Disney movie and creating an assessment on how does this movie teach children about death. So I'm really excited to hear about those from you guys. So thank you for that. All right, so first of all, the most important thing for you to see is the major assignments, and I've put them in red for you on the syllabus. So the first assignment is due October 6th, and that is going to be your advanced directive. So throughout the course between now and October 6th, I will post for you some information about advanced directives. But this is an online course, so a lot of this work is going to be on you. I'm not going to do a lecture on advanced directives, so you will find that information in Canvas for you to do some research and decide what you'd like to have as your rights and your wishes for end-of-life care. I will post something that has to do with my company. I do work for Tidewell Hospice, and we have an initiative called My Life, My Choice, and I will post that for you so that you can look at it and get some ideas. But I just want you to do an advanced directive. There's many options online, and you're welcome to use some of those too, whatever works best for you, okay? The next assignment is going to be a site visit. So you are going to be asked to visit either a hospice, and at the hospice, I want you to tour a hospice house, talk to a social worker, get some information. If you go to the morgue, I want you to meet the medical examiner if you can, get a tour, learn about what the medical examiner's office does, and your last option would be to go to a funeral home. Speak to the funeral director if you can, take a tour of the funeral home. I really want you to pick a place you haven't been before. When I took this course, I was very excited to go to the morgue. That was my biggest part of the course. I was very excited. So I went to the morgue. I had already been to both a hospice and a funeral home. So please pick a place that you haven't already been. This is about challenging yourself to learn. And if you hope to have a career in this field, you need to know these things. You need to have experience visiting these places so that when you're talking to your clients and patients, that you're able to speak knowledgeably about these specific places. Okay? And you're basically going to be writing a reflection paper on that. I've also asked that you include a thank you card to the person who gave you a tour and gave them their time to speak with you. And I want a copy of that so that I can make sure you did that, because that's the right thing to do. All right, and that's due on November 4th. Lastly, probably the most difficult assignment, I will say, only because it's a personal assignment, is facing my own death. So I really want you to examine, like, what would the end of your life look like? What would your death look like? All too often there's families fighting over the funeral arrangements, and if this person's going to be buried or cremated, or if this person's going to get flown back up north, or if they're going to stay here in Florida. I really want you to examine, like, what would you like if it was your end of time? Where would you want your funeral? Do you want a funeral? Do you want music? Do you want your body donated to science? All of those things can be specified, and I want you to lay those out for me in your paper. And of course, who knows, maybe this can be given to your family and then they can honor your wishes, which would be great, right? There is a quiz at the end of this course. Don't worry, it'll be easy. We'll practice, we'll go over it. If you can make it through these assignments and reading the text, you will get 100% on the quiz. I promise you, it is not my goal to stump you or make it difficult. I simply want to know that you are gaining the information that is necessary to come into the field and work with dying patients and grieving clients, okay? So that is the syllabus. Oh, I forgot. Every week there will be a discussion post. It will be due on Sunday. So for instance, this week you have a discussion post due on the 25th. That is just going to be introductions. Tell me who you are. Tell me why you want to take this course. And I also am asking you to be personal and to share a specific loss or death that you've gone through in your life. For me, my dad died when I was a kid, and so that's kind of how I got into this passion of this work. So I think it's really important for you guys to share that with me as well and with each other. Feel free to comment on each other's posts. I'm not making that a requirement. You guys are high-level students. I really expect you to be commenting and creating conversation and learning from each other, but I am not going to grade you for that. I am going to grade you on your content of what you post on your initial post, okay? All of these discussion posts are for participation. Since the course is online, I need to see that you're participating. So if you do not post on one of these assignments, then your participation grade will suffer, which is 15% of your grade, okay? All right, if you have questions, reach out to me. I am mostly accessible via email or Canvas. Canvas is really easy for me. I have it on my phone, so I'm happy to answer you. If you have any issues, questions, a concept you don't understand, please reach out, let me know. You can also post it on a discussion post and we can all kind of comment on it, which would be great. Anyway, welcome to the course. I am so excited. Can't wait to see you all as the course progresses through the year. And I look forward to teaching you loss and bereavement. Thank you so much.